It was a difficult birth. Landon was scheduled to be induced on June 10th, 2010. And as we were waiting for the doctor to come in, the water broke and the water wouldn't stop coming out. And at that rate, Landon became under a lot of distress and his heart rate began to drop, and it was time, the doctor stated, for an emergency C-section, which meant I couldn't go back. I couldn't scrub up and, get to hold him or see him come out for the first time. And it took probably about 7 minutes of just crying and wondering, what was going on, was everything okay? They were able to diagnose him with MECP2, which is a genetic condition that is characterized by epilepsy, autism, which was very, very devastating. I took Landon and obtained full custody of him. And so that added a new challenge in my life, because not only am I a first-time father, but I will be doing this on my own now. And, it was my first child, and I didn't know if I was prepared to do everything I needed for him. I knew that I was going to be there, and I was going to be there with him every step of the way, but I just wasn't sure if I was prepared. And everything was about Landon, and what do I do? Am I doing the right thing? Where do I go? October of 2012, that morning we woke up, and he was very, very warm that day. I knew something wasn't right to begin with. Out of nowhere, he just had the worst seizure I've probably ever seen in my life. He stopped breathing. He was turning blue. He was, fighting for air. I honestly, when it happened, I thought that this would be the last time I saw Landon. My heart just hit the floor, because there was a look in his face and in his eyes that I'll never forget, because I was that scared, and I felt useless. I questioned whether I did things the right way. I questioned everything. So since that date, all the progress he had made, he lost. He no longer tried to speak words anymore. He no longer moved around as much as he used to. He no longer would stand. He lost a lot of his muscle tone. It was like having a newborn at, age 2. I'm a man, my job is to provide, and, my job is to be a father, and I want to be the best I can be, and that's what I strive to be. And I know if I'm being the best father, sometimes I might not be able to be the best provider, because you have to pick one or the other. And, and unfortunately, sometimes my heart goes where it should go, is with my son. And, financially, that hurts. But at the same time, I feel like I'd do anything for him. And if I can't find someone to take care of him, then I will. Well, we met Louie, which is a golden doodle, at Mr. and Mrs. Butler's house.
The first time we met Landon, Jason had brought him in, and he was quiet and subdued and wasn't very active when he first came in. Then we brought Louie out, and immediately once Louie came out, there was a change in his behavior. Landon seemed to light up. He appeared to be excited and even attempt some sort of communication.
And he just went crazy. I mean, when he gets happy, he throws his hands in the air, and a lot of vocal noises, and he just fell in love.
And with Landon and the MECP2 duplication syndrome, it has a myriad of issues that we can deal with. One of the biggest ones we're looking at is some sort of seizure alert or seizure response for Louie. That's something we'll have to get Louie in there and interacting with him to see how he's going to interact and how he's going to respond to those types of things. But many things, just basic communication. Because Landon doesn't use verbal communication. The good thing is neither does Louie. So a lot of times we'll be able to use a dog to actually become a companion and someone to be able to communicate with Landon, and Landon will be able to communicate with Louie. But also for Jason to be able to give him a little bit of independence. Right now, with him being a single dad, he's on constant watch with Landon, so he can't go take a shower or sit and watch a television program or walk out of the room without having to take Landon with him just for the need of the supervision. With Louie, we'll be able to teach alerts, so that way it'll allow Jason to step out of the room for 20 minutes just to take a shower or to get a break.
The dog, was licking his hands, and I think he could sense that I'm here for this child, I'm not here for me or anyone else, I'm here for him, and just to see him that happy was amazing. If he just had half of that happiness every day from Louie for the rest of his life, I think he would live a pretty happy life, so it was pretty amazing.